Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Audible, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible, Prabhuji?
Yes, but little low actually.
Audible, Prabhuji?
Yeah,
Krishna,
but
Prabhu.
Okay.
it's little low.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible, Prabhuji?
Yes,
Okay.
but little low actually.
Audible, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Now is it better?
I think so, Prabhu. Yeah, you can continue. Oh, he dropped.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So can we start, Prabhuji?
Yes. Yeah, now it's better. Prabhu.
Yeah. Actually, there are little network issues. I'm traveling. So
Okay.
we'll start.
保持安静，并注意两侧车辆不要随意并线、超车。即将掉头，随后到达目的地。
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So this is the third day of our seminar. So let us briefly revise what we discussed yesterday. So yesterday we discussed the from Madhure Kadambani. First we discussed that Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has given this very beautiful document called Madhure Kadambani, where he explains these stages of progress in a life of a sadhaka. And we discussed that this particular sequence, Shraddha, Sadhu Sang, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, and Prem. So these are the gradual progress in a life of a sadhaka. And we also discussed that it is uh, it is not kind of a step, but it is a simultaneous. Say, for example, to the degree I have faith, to that degree I associate with the Vaishnavas, and to that degree I'll take their instructions and engage myself in bhajan kriya, and to the extent I'll engage myself, to the degree I'll engage myself in bhajan kriya, to that degree my anarthas will uh, go away, and to that degree I'll have nishtha, ruchi, asakti, bhav, and prem. So we discussed like this. We also discussed yesterday that that bhajan kriya is of two types: anishthit bhajan kriya and nishthit bhajan kriya. So bhajan kriya before anarth nivritti is called anishtit bhajan kriya, but bhajan kriya after anarth nivritti is called nishtit bhajan kriya. Bhaktir bhavati naishtiki, fixed bhakti. So, and we also discussed that there were different kinds of anarthas or the roots of anarthas or the anarthas in their most subtlest form, asmita, and raga, dvesha, abhinivesha, all these things we discussed yesterday. We also discussed that there is a cycle of sin, kuta, bija, aprarabdha, and prarabdha. And we also discussed that it all starts from agyanata. So agyanata leads to kut. Kut means the sinful desire. Bij means the seed of sin. Aprarabdha, till the extent, till the time the results are not manifested, it's called aprarabdha. And when the results are manifested, it is called prarabdha. So, so uh, these are the different what we call the cycle of sin. We discussed it yesterday, and we also discussed that in a life of a sadhaka, this anarth nivritti is the longest phase, and we need to keep patience while dealing with our anarthas, because even if we think that certain anarthas are gone, it may come back.
Prabhu, your voice is dropping in between, Prabhu.
After 10 years, devotee, because if Krishna will give bhakti, then he will have to face the faults or face the allegations that why Krishna is partial, why is giving bhakti to some and not giving bhakti to others. Therefore, a madhyama adhikari, out of he has the four symptoms. Out of his one symptom is that he distinguishes and uses his discretion to whom he must preach and whom he must not preach. So these were the points that we discussed yesterday, and today dealing with our uh, we'll be dealing with the demons in Vrindavan, and the anarthas in correlation with them, as explained by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his book called Chaitanya Shikshamrita. So I'll not take it chronologically, which demon first appeared in Krishna Lila or which demon appears later on. I'll take these demons in a way uh, that we may relate it better. Say, for example, let us. We all know that this Karthik month there was a very auspicious festival we celebrated called Bahulashtami, and this Bahulashtami is very important to Gaudiya Vaishnavas, because Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discovered uh, Radha Kund and Sham Kund on this very day called Bahulashtami. Now, this discovery of Radha Kund and Sham Kund, it's not an it's we call it appearance day of Radha Kund and Sham Kund, because that day Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has discovered it. But Radha Kund and Sham Kund's appearance day is not exactly known, or it the dates doesn't correlate with the Bahula Ashtami. So Radha Kund and Sham Kund appeared exactly after Lord Krishna killed Arishtasura. And Arishtasura is also a demon, which Arishtasura is a demon which Krishna killed, and it correlates a very important aspect that we'll cover. So, so what exactly happened? Let that Lord Krishna uh, killed a demon called Arishtasura. So, and this Arishtasura was in a form of a bull, and Krishna killed him. So that's the pastime that we read from the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, when Krishna killed Arishtasura, the demon which was in a shape of a bull, Srimati Radharani said Krishna that Krishna, you're a killer and you have done a great offense by killing someone from a cow family. So now, Krishna said, but it was not a cow, it was not a bull, it was a demon. Srimati Radharani said, it may be a demon, but it was having a shape like that of a cow. So, like a bull. So Krishna said, okay, fine. I admit that I made a fault. Now, what should I do? So Srimati Radharani said, now you need to undergo certain austerities and penances to get free from the sins that you have done by killing a bull. So Krishna said, what should I do? So Srimati Radharani said that you must go to the to all the pilgrimage sites and you must take bath and you must take bath and you must purify yourself. So Krishna said that, but going to different pilgrimage places is not easy. What if I'll call all the pilgrimages here? Srimati Radharani said, okay, fine, if you can do that, go ahead. So Lord Krishna So Lord Krishna, with his foot, he made a uh, big hole, or he dug a big pond kind of thing, and then he called for all the rivers and oceans, and they all came and filled the pond, and that pond became famous as Shamakund, and Lord Krishna took bath in Shamakund. So when Lord Krishna took bath in Shamakund, so then Krishna said, okay, now I am free from all kinds of I am free from all the reactions of sin. But Srimati Radharani, you have incurred sin. And what sin you have? What allegations you have to face, that you have taken side of a demon. So Srimati Radharani said, okay, fine, I'll make my pond, and I'll also take bath. So and I'll get myself purified. Then Krishna said that, why don't you take bath in my pond? Srimati Radharani said, no, 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 your pond has already become polluted and contaminated. I'll not take bath in that pond. So Lord Krishna said, okay, fine, then you make your own pond. So Srimati Radharani, with her sakhis, with extreme labor, pain, and she have a very hard work. So then she made her own pond. Now, how to fill the pond? Srimati Radharani, with her sakhis, lined up, and then with the help of some what we call matkas, some pots, he was trying to fill Radhakund from the water of Manasi Ganga. But as we all know, Manasi Ganga is very far compared from Manasi Ganga is very far away from Radhakunda. So it was a very difficult task. So Srimati Radharani was in a great she was very hardworking. She was trying her best. But what to do? She could not do anything. So at that time, Lord Krishna told all the rivers that this is the nice time when you can serve Srimati Radharani. So all the rivers, they assembled and they requested Srimati Radharani that kindly engage us in your service, kindly take some service from us. So Srimati Radharani agreed, and they all filled Radharani's pond, and it is Radha Kunda. Now we all know that this Radha Kunda and Sham Kund, due to thousands of years were passed, So it almost became invisible. Then Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, around 550 years ago, he went to that place and he discovered Radhakund and Shamkund. So now what Radhakund and Shamkund and killing of Arishtasur has to do with our Anartha Nivritti? So this is a very important point that we need to understand. Actually, this demon, Arishtasura, so he was a demon, but he took form of a bull. So now what exactly bull represents? According to Srimad Bhagavatam, bull represents dharma. And then what does it mean? What Arishtasura represent? So Arishtasura represent pretentious dharma. Arishtasura is not bull, but he is pretending like a bull. That means Arishtasura represents what it is not dharma. There are so many things in this world going on in the name of dharma, but it is not dharma, it is adharma, but it is going in the name of dharma. And Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur tells in his Chaitanya Bhagavata, पृथ्वी ते जत किछु धर्म नाम चले भागवत कहे तहा परिपूर्ण चले. Whatever is going in this world in the name of dharma, Srimad Bhagavatam says that it is all adharma. That is what Vrindavan Das Thakur writes in Chaitanya Bhagavata. पृथ्वी ते जत किछु धर्म नाम चले भागवत कहे तहा परिपूर्ण चले. Whatever it is going in the name of religion in this world, Bhagavatam proclaims that it is all adharma, it is all irreligion. It has nothing to do with dharma. So then question arises, what exactly is going in the name of dharma and why Srimad Bhagavatam is telling it all adharma? There are so many religious practices people are performing. They're going to different pilgrimage sites. They're taking bath in different ponds and rivers, and they are doing different kind of meditations, and they're doing different kind of austerities and different kind of rituals, going to different tirtha and performing different kind of sadhanas. Is it all really cheating in the name of religion? So Vrindavan Das Thakur says, yes, according to Bhagavatam, it is all cheating. In fact, Bhagavatam proclaims dharma proijato kaitavo atra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. So whatever it is going in the name of dharma, it's all adharma, it's all kaitava dharma. Why? Because the real religion means sarva dharman pratyajya mam ekam sharanam braja. Real dharma means taking shelter of the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. And whatever else is there, it is all adharma. In fact, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has explicitly explained there are two things. One is called lust, another is called love. And what is lust and what is love? So he says that lust means Atmendriya Priti Vancha Tare Bali Kam, and Krishna Indriya Priti Ichha Dhare Prem Nam. So whatever it is going in the name of religion is all Atmendriya Priti Vancha. If somebody is engaging into some kind of sadhana, in some kind of yoga, in some kind of meditation, in some kind of ritualistic performance, in some kind of uh, you know tirtha brahman, some kind of taking bath, it's all meant for one purpose, that is satisfying my own self. If somebody wants to reach out to heavens, if somebody wants to uh, you know attain yogic siddhis, even if someone wants liberation from this material world, they are putting themselves in center. I am frustrated in this material world, I am depressed in this material world, I am struggling in this material world, therefore I want liberation, I want heaven, I want good birth, I want janam, I want riches, I want liberation. So in all these attempts, I is in the center. It has nothing to do with Krishna. So therefore, those who are mukti kamis, or those who are aspiring after liberation also, they are the sense gratifiers on the highest platform. Why? Because they have nothing to do with Krishna's senses. All they want is their satisfaction, because they were frustrated. Their attempts were frustrated in this material world. So now they want to become free from the clutches of material world. That's all. But Krishna's service is not their concern, and therefore all this is called adharma or lust. Whereas Krishna Indriya Prithivanch Ichha Dhare Prem Nam. Anything done for the pleasure of Lord Krishna, it is called prema. It is the real religion. So that is the definition that our acharyas have specified. And now we can, with this definition, we can ascertain whether our acts are really Krishna conscious or Maya conscious, where our acts are really based on love or lust. So now we can see, according to this definition, whatever it is, say for example, if somebody is a practitioner of Abrahamic religion, say Christianity or Islam, so their goal is to attain heaven. Why heaven? Because in heaven they'll get, uh, the good opportunities for sense gratification. In a regular Hindu family, if somebody is practicing some kind of ritual, then what is the purpose of ritual? Dhanam dehi, janam dehi, rupati bharyam dehi. So the goal is to get something for our own sense gratification. So therefore, it is nothing but sense gratification or lust. It has nothing to do with pure bhakti, pure Krishna consciousness, pure religion. And therefore, Vrindavan Das Thakur says that Bhagavatam kahe taha paripurna chale. It is all chal. It is all cheating. It has nothing to do with religion, real religion. And real religion is satisfying the senses of the Supreme Lord. So that's the simplest definition that one can understand. Now, what is this Arishtasura representing? Arishtasura is representing the false religion. Arishtasura is a demon. He has come in a form of a bull, and bull is the symbolization of dharma. So now, what exactly Arishtasura is doing? Arishtasura is coming in the form of dharma, but his goal is to kill Krishna. So there are many things in this world which is looking like dharma, but their goal is to remove Krishna from the picture and establish oneself. So these are all demonic tendencies. So Arishtasura is representing a dharma which is pretentiously looking like dharma. And we can see all the world philosophies, all everything is exactly adharma, irreligion, but looking like religion, and millions of people are following it. And then Krishna is coming and killing Arishtasura. Srila Prabhupada writes one of his purports that this Krishna consciousness movement is non-different from Krishna. So just like Krishna appeared and killed Kamsa and other demons, this Krishna consciousness movement has appeared in this age of Kali for killing all the bogus philosophies and all the bogus, um, doctrines which are being spread in the name of religion and dharma. So just like in Dwapar Yuga, Lord Krishna appeared and killed Arishtasura, similarly in Kali Yuga, this Krishna consciousness movement has appeared, advented to kill all the bogus doctrines and philosophies which are not, which are actually irreligion but looking like religion. So we can see the analogy between Krishna killing Arishtasura and Krishna consciousness movement killing all the bogus philosophies and doctrines. And then what happened after the Arishtasura got killed? There was the appearance of Radha Kunda. And what exactly is Radha Kunda? So Radha Kunda is not filled with water. It is filled with nectarian ambrosia. It is filled with pure nectar. It's filled with pure love. Srimati Radharani's pure love for Lord Krishna. So that is how Radha Kunda is filled with pure love for Krishna. Radharani's pure love for Krishna. That is what Radha Kunda is made of. The waters of Radha Kunda is made of. Now exactly what is the sequence? Krishna killed Arishtasura, then Radha Kunda appeared. Similarly, this Krishna consciousness movement is killing all the bogus doctrines and all the bogus philosophies, and then the pure devotion to Lord Krishna is appearing uh, in this world. Now there is a very interesting a connection between Radha Kunda and our Iskcon movement, our Hare Krishna movement. And what is that connection? It was on the banks of Radha Kunda where Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has instructed Srila Prabhupada to, whenever you'll have money, print books. Now what exactly these books have? These books are propagating Krishna consciousness movement. These books are propagating pure devotional service. So just like Radha Kund is filled with the nectarian ambrosia, it is filled with Srimati Radharani's pure love for Krishna. Srila Prabhupada books are like Kunda, And the text in the Kunda is non-different from Radharani's pure love for Krishna. And when it appeared, when the pure devotion service will appear, after all bogus doctrines will get killed. So it's all sequential. So therefore, if in one sense we can say our Iskcon movement is taking birth from the you know the Krishna killing all the bogus philosophies and for bogus doctrines, adharma, which is presenting itself as dharma, that is Arishtasura, and then Radhakunda appeared. In the same line, our Krishna consciousness movement is killing all sorts of bogus philosophy and bogus doctrine, and pure devotion of Krishna is arising. And what is the means of propagation? Srila Prabhupada books are the means of those propagation. So it's all connected. So therefore, the appearance of Radha Kunda and our Iskcon movement is very closely connected. And it is closely connected to the killing of Arishtasura. So this is how one demon can actually, what we call, one demon represents so subtle points that uh, that we can closely find the we can connect the dots and find out that what exactly it's representing and how it is relevant to our day-to-day life. So I would like to add one very personal point in this regard. A few years back, I guess 3 or 4 years back, on the day of Bahulashtami, the seventh day of eighth day of Karthik month. So my grandfather left his body. And why I need to add this particular point, because I have seen my grandmother giving up her body, and I have seen my grandfather giving his body, and there was a there was a vast difference between both of them leaving their bodies. So what's the difference? My grandmother left body when I was a very small child. It was in around 2004, and I distinctly remember that my grandmother, when she was suffering from cancer, and when she was giving up her body, so at that time none of us were Krishna conscious. Naturally, I came to Krishna consciousness very late. It was around 2011-12. I got connected with Iskcon. So it was in 2004 when my grandmother was leaving body. No, none of our family members were Krishna conscious. And when my grandmother was giving up her body, so I remember that my grandfather used to say, this particular relative has not come to see you, and this particular relative has not come to see you. And then she was giving up her body in a very um, negative ambience. And after came in contact with Krishna consciousness movement, it was in 2011-12, and recently my grandfather, 3 years back, he gave up his life. At that time, when he was about to give up his life, so many devotees, we had two groups of devotees in our hometown in Bhopal. So they all came and they performed kirtan. Actually, a few days back only, like say Bahulashtami, my grandfather gave up his body. So around 7, 8 days before, so it was his 80th birthday. So I called my grandfather. I said, "Grandfather, it is your 80th birthday. Now you must become serious in your bhakti, because as your age is advancing, now you must take Krishna consciousness very seriously. You must chant." And just after 8 days, he left. Now, interesting point is, uh, he read the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, and one particular point stuck to him. And there is a beautiful verse in Bhagavatam which says that the lifespan of devotees does not decrease with setting and rising of the sun. So he used to ask this question that how is it possible? How can life of someone does not duration of life doesn't decrease with the rising and setting of the sun? So this question is to ask always. So one devotee in our Iskcon Bhopal center, he said that, Prabhuji, you come to our temple on Sunday and we'll discuss this particular point. So he said, okay, I'll come. And on Saturday he had a brain stroke kind of thing, and then we took him to hospital. and then it was his last moments. So on Sunday, in ambulance, we brought him to temple. His Holiness Bhakti Prem Swami Maharaj put Ganga Jal and Tulsi leaves and Mahaprasad in his mouth. And as he promised that I will come to temple, so he did come to temple on Sunday. And then all the devotees surrounded him, did kirtan at our home. Also, there was a nice kirtan. And then we took him for cremation. There was nice kirtan. So this is how he gave up his body. So now I can distinctly, see the difference that my grandmother leaving a body and my grandfather leaving body, because grandfather left body in this Bahulastami day. Therefore, I thought to connect this particular point. So people ask us, what is the benefit of getting connected with this Iskcon movement? What benefit will derive? So it was a very practical realization that I got, that my grandmother left her body in a very negative ambience, in a very negative environment, and nobody was talking about Krishna, nobody was talking about uh, Bhagavatam, and they were simply complaining that this particular related didn't came, that particular related didn't came. So it was all kind of in negative environment she gave up her body. But my grandfather, he practiced Krishna consciousness, and our family members got connected with Iskcon, and just see how my grandfather left the body, like, because grandmother left the body in a very unfortunate state. But grandfather got association of so many devotees, and sannyasis giving him water and Ganges water and Tulsi Patra and Prasadi garland and Mahaprasad, and this is how he gave up his body. So if somebody asks me this question, that what is the benefit of getting connected to this one, I can simply say, I can simply narrate this particular difference, that my grandmother living body and my grandfather living body, that too on the day of Bahula Ashtami, appearance day of Radha Kund, in the auspicious month of Karthik. So the point that I want to make is, we all are very fortunate that somehow that we came in contact with this Iskcon movement, and we got the association community of devotees, because the Iskcon movement, the roots of the Iskcon movement is in Radhakunda. And it is all started after killing of Arishtasura, which is a demon which represents Adharma. So we can connect the dots, and we can see in our own lives also, that how this particular um, small things are adding up to our Krishna conscious journey. Srila Prabhupada's movement is the direct mercy and manifestation of Srimati Radharani's mercy. So therefore, uh, we must not have any tinge of doubt that if we are in Iskcon, then we are not only saved by the crocodiles and sharks of the dangerous philosophies, but also will be able to relish the nectarian ambrosia of Krishna Prema, that is non-different from Srimati Radharani. So being here in Iskcon, we are all safe under the divine shelter of the Divine Mother, Srimati Radharani. So that's my realization that I would like to add up in this particular point. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Any question, comments? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, thank you.
Bro, I'll like to kind of, because 25 minutes early, because I was catching a train to Hong Kong. Tomorrow
Okay.
we'll be covering this Govardhan Lila pastime.
Okay.
But yeah, we have time for sharing realization questions if someone have.
Okay. Is there any question from anybody? Hare Krishna.
Or any reflections or comments someone would like to add?
I had a question from yesterday, but I want to say that that's a beautiful story that you shared about your family. And we hear so many stories that after one comes in contact with Krishna consciousness, how at the end Krishna arranges for them to be with devotees, to have shelter. Somehow or other, Krishna Prabhupada comes to them. So many wonderful stories like that. Thank you for sharing that. But yesterday you mentioned, Nasta Praeshu Abhadreshu, I think it was that verse, where it's almost completely destroyed in the heart. The
Yeah.
anarthas. I was wondering if you could elaborate. It says almost. Why not by hearing the Bhagavatam
Yeah.
and serving the devotee? It isn't complete. I heard something in the past, but I'd like you to elaborate on that.
Yeah. Srila Prabhupada lies Nashta Prayasha Bhadreshu almost completely eradicated. Like anarthas get almost completely eradicated because atyantaki anartha nivritti, that means complete eradication. See, anarthas get even if anarthas get destroyed, there will be some traces of the what we call some smell or some kind of odor is still left. Say for example, if there is some dirt kept somewhere, so we may clean the dirt, but then there will be some smell left. So therefore, Prabhupada is writing the statement there is almost eradicated. But then what is Atyantaki Anartha Nivritti? Atyantaki Anartha Nivritti comes only from prema.
Yes, yes.
Even till the extent of bhava, that is how Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains. That of course it is not that Shravan Kirtan is different and attainment of prema is different. Shravan Kirtan itself condemns into prema. So it's about the degree of our uh, regular attendance in Srimad Bhagavatam class and the degree of absorption the Bhagavatam that we have. Just say for example, just like we see Srila Radha Govind Maharaj, even in the present moment, like we can see he's completely absorbed in, although his body is completely deteriorated now, and he even doesn't remember anything, names of devotees, but still he's completely absorbed in Srimad Bhagavatam. And the moment he hear a shloka from Bhagavatam and he see place of pastimes of Lord Krishna, immediately the Ashta Sapta Vikar comes. So that means on the platform of prema, then there is atyantiki anartha nivritti. So we cannot compare if they say, for example, I am coming to Srimad Bhagavatam class, say for example, every day. So, but every day coming to Bhagavatam class is one thing, and completely becoming absorbed in Bhagavatam, and this absorption will be checked, it will be tested. It's not like that, artificially or mechanically, I can prove myself that I am completely absorbed. No, because Krishna will uh, sends different kinds of Maya Devi will. Her thankless task is to test the living entity whether a living entity has become qualified or not. So different tests will come. So that test, different kind of tests and different kind of temptations will that will be the kind of different obstacles coming to check it out whether we are really absorbed or not. So therefore, until a jiva comes to the platform of prema, there is no atyantiki anartha nivritti. So that is how Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explains, and our other acharyas also explained.
Thank you. Very nice.
Okay.
Anything else anyone like to add up?
I just want to say, Prabhu, that I like the point which you said. Our Iskcon movement is connected to Radha Kund, and also it's how the Krishna killed Arishtavishra, which represents the adharma, and our Iskcon movement is killing all the adharmas. And the aim of our movement is to spread pure dharma. So this point really, wonder. I liked it a lot. It's nice.
Actually, like many times we hear that many devotees wants to leave ISKCON and settle on the banks of Radhakunda, but they forget that being in ISKCON means we are already on the banks of Radhakunda. So
Yeah.
many times devotees forget this point because ISKCON movement came from the banks of Radhakunda when Srila Prabhupada was instructed personally by Bhaktivinoda Saraswati to create this glorious movement. Of course, he got instruction at various places, but he also got instruction at Radhakund. And we can see in that Abhaycharan serial that Srila Prabhupada is moving around with his spiritual master, and where his spiritual master instructs him to, whenever you get money, print books. It's a very famous instruction that we hear that Srila Prabhupada received. So it was all on the banks of Radhakunda. So in one sense, Radhakunda is the place where our movement actually got the impregnated with the potency of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
So Prabhu, tomorrow we'll go ahead with the Govardhan Leela.
Yeah.
And next 2 days we'll take a few anarthas that directly deal with the life of sadhakas.
Yes.
Say Shaktasura and Dhenukasura and the different asuras which directly represent our own anarthas. So we'll do it there for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll hear about Govardhan Puja and the
Yes.
details of the pastime.
All right, Prabhu. Thank you very much. If there is no other question, then maybe we can stop a little early today. So thank you. Let's offer our obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpa tarubhishcha kripa sindhu bhevacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Guess Tukaram Prabhu ji ki jai. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.